Welcome back to the channel. This is Kitten 7770, back with another episode of my Escape from Mars scenario series. Today I'll be finishing up getting the parts loaded from this rover I claimed. And I'll see what else I can get up to. Just gotta lift up a survival kit. Weld a survival kit. Oh, that was music. I thought that was something exploded. Scrape the drill a little bit. It's okay. Drills are strong. I was just wondering what was sparking, and I remembered, oh yeah, there's a projector down there that's damaged. So all the parts to the survival kit I found last time are currently in the survival kit. I just need to weld it up. I don't know why it looks like my ship icon. It's build info. It shows like two turret icons, but I think that's just showing the drill and the welder. I believe that's what that is. It's my two tools, which could be used as melee weapons in an emergency situation. Not that I would take Sprout into a combat zone again. That's odd. It looked like that turned on for a second with no power attached. Maybe it's just a welded block playing tricks on me. This skybox is truly dark. I mean, when night falls, it is just pitch black. Uh-oh. Yeah, where'd my glasses go? Yeah, there. Hate sneezing when I'm recording. Roommates are being loud. Hopefully that's not going to come through on the mic. I'm trying to be quiet because they're getting ready to go to bed and I'm trying to finish an episode. If my voice is too loud, I can always amplify it on Filmora. Though when I'm talking quieter, for some reason it sounds like I'm talking more clearly. You get less of that in my voice. Don't know why. My voice just has that reverberation in it. Oh well. If I concentrate really, really hard, I can get that to not reverberate. But it's like I have to focus on a deep voice and talk slowly as I slowly make my way down to the crater floor, which I cannot. That's the ground. Okay. Was not expecting the ground to come up that fast. It's a good thing. Sprout has excessive upthrust. It has all that upthrust, so it could hold itself up when it's fully loaded. Gets a little squirrely when it's fully loaded, but it's... Excuse me. Yeah. Need some water. Throat's dry. Oh, those were the gyros. It's very hard to talk when the throat is dry. Water went down the wrong pipe. I hate that feeling. It just feels like there's water right in your throat and you can't get rid of it. I did that on a different cut as well. Oh well. I've done the voice cut so many times, I just wanted to get over with. Because I would like to go to bed tonight at a decent time. I'm not worried about welding up those plates since they're only one plate each. I just want those gyros to have a little bit more stability before I try moving them. Not gyros. Projectors. Projectors can get more easily damaged than other blocks. I still can't believe I thought those were warheads at first. I mean, it's a round block. It looked like a warhead. Shows how often I find small projectors laying on the ground. Or look at the build states. I'm still trying to figure out a way to get Turkey high enough in the altitude, or not Turkey, Harpy high enough in the altitude to get an attack run done on that airbase. The remaining one. That airbase is racing to get parts to the headquarters. The transports are like one every 3 minutes. There's 2 of them in the air right now. They're both bulletproof glass shipments, and they've got 2 to 3 escorts. It's not going to be easy to take out those convoys. I will be heavily outnumbered with 1 ship. There's also the option, it would be wasting a few resources, but I'm thinking about creating a disposable missile system that could just drop on that airbase. Just given enough power to there's also the option. There's also a problem. I'm gonna have Gatlings and missiles fired at it. So that may not be an option unless I could disable some of the weapons on it. There's also the matter of that I will have to design a missile. I've done it before. It's fairly simple. It's just the odds of getting a missile through with all the weapon fire is difficult. to have multiple missiles or a decoy system. Well, let's get this projector welded up, and I'll work on figuring out how to get to the air base another day. Still throwing some ideas around. Right now, I think the only ship that is capable of getting up to that altitude is actually Turkey, with its 4 large atmospheric thrusters. But Turkey is my workhorse, my heavy lifter. Not sure what I want to do there. I'm half tempted to go after the headquarters first, and then deal with the airbase afterwards. But I'm worried that if I attack the headquarters will summon drones from all remaining bases and come at me. I don't know if that actually happens, but it would be better if I got rid of all options for reinforcements before I went for the headquarters. And I'm thinking that MRE experiment site might have some things I can use. I might head towards there after Watermelon's charged. I also have to do an ice run at some point. I think I've only got 50,000 ice remaining. More than I would have had, because the MRE outpost was producing ice while I was gallivanting through the desert of Mars. Oh, air's low in here. Let me just fix that. I don't have the vents blowing all the time because I don't want to eat up too much power. I just turned them on briefly. Wait, what my... That was weird. It went from high O2 to nothing. Weird. It's just, when you get too close to those half armor blocks, they throw out weird things. Alright. Let's head on home. First I gotta get up this hill. Might need to turn the thrusters on for this one. And why am I not turning? Hello? Watermelon, turn. Oh. I know why it's not turning. The wheels are off. Which means those thrusters are powerful enough to push me up a hill with the wheels off. However, the thrusters, ooh, that's a deep crevice. I didn't scrape, but that was a deep crevice. Thrusters really eat up my power.
I gotta ditch some stuff into the, oh, the sun's coming up.
Let's watch the sunrise. I'm heading towards the sun. Should be popping up any moment now. Thought maybe I could see it if I moved my camera, but all I saw was a wheel. There it is. There's the sun, just off to the right of the horizon. Rock. Didn't see that because I was looking. Is that a grid? It's not popping up as a grid. Oh, it's another rock. It's just another rock. really hard to see at that angle. It matches with the desert. Oh yeah, that's definitely a rock. Maybe with some silicone on it. Not that I can refine it. I had to turn my thrusters on because this hill is too steep. I also thought maybe I could get underneath the convoy, but it's much faster than Watermelon, and it passed over long before I got here. So, not that I really want to risk my loot. Besides, it's only bulletproof glass, and I've got so much of that. Plus, I've got more bulletproof bulletproof glass still at the flight research facility and the air base and the ground bases I didn't grind down, still have some glass in them. Once again, I must thread the needle with Watermelon. I do love this new cabin view because I get full panoramic view. You can't see much below, and there's a little bit on top, but I could see perfectly clear through these windows. I love how I added extra glass. Before it was just two boxy armored walls and then view. Now my full range of vision, almost my full range, or my horizontal range of vision is clear. A few blind spots from where the glass windows are at. In fact, I could probably do a single 2x3 window across right there on the front. However, having the 3 parts gives better chance of one not being shot as much because I've got extra parts there. I'll be using the little turret on the laser turret on the front to line up with, and it looks like I'm just slightly too far over to the right, but it may still lock. And come on, so close. I'm trying to be careful because I don't want to. I missed. Yeah, I'm way too far over. I'm like half a block over. I'll have to back up and correct my... That looks better. Yeah, there we go, it locked. Well, hey, where's my hotkey? I thought I set this up last time I was here. I'm on toolbar 1, but my hotkey for the connector went missing. Interesting. Oh, probably from the update. They changed the icon a bit. I forgot they did that. Let's turn these wheels off. So much power. More so now that I have hydrogen thrusters. Ooh, it's only 3. I could potentially build a small large grid ship, but the rest of the thrusters would have to be ions. maybe atmospheric lifting thrusters just to get it turned straight up, or maybe a could be like a merge block on another merge block connected to a rotor on a piston. That sounds more like a recipe for Clang. Probably shouldn't anger Clang. He's already why is that showing red? Oh, it's owned by G-corp, of course. But it was unbuilt. How was it owned but unbuilt? I have to weld it back up again. I gotta get Sprout. Good thing I decided to leave the welder on it. I also don't have a control for the door on the outside. However, I do have access to the groups from here. Yeah, those conveyor points right there, I'm probably gonna just move them across the ceiling and over to the sides just to put some more turrets in. And possibly pipe maybe some thrusters once I get more hydrogen thrusters. And watermelon might be the same way. Ooh, scrapey scrape. Watermelon might have to have all the hydrogen thrusters I find on the bottom, and then get other types of thrusters for the other directions. Because I need to be able to fly watermelon. I'm not sure how well flying a watermelon is going to pan out, if it's even possible with how heavy watermelon is. I may have to lose some weight before I can lift off through the atmosphere. Only time will tell. Oh, and I'm still trying to record some contact footage, but the contact signals keep killing me. I have not been able to record anything. Apparently I don't build very good battleships. Yeah. So I might do another scenario series after this one, or I might do a series where I don't know, I haven't decided yet. Ooh, I'm scraping watermelon with armor. I was thinking of actually doing all the SE scenarios. And that thruster is burning the block. I really hope it doesn't break while I'm this high up in the air. That would be devastating to what I'm carrying. Lost Colony is probably the easier of all the scenarios. I just jumped into Escape from Mars because Kanajashi was doing it at the time, and all the other main space engineer YouTubers had already done it. So yeah, I kind of jumped on the train late, like extremely late. Lost Colony is... it's easier. Far easier from what I've seen of it. And I have played the scenario before. But I didn't record it. So I kind of know what I'm doing. But that was when it first came out. I haven't played it since. I don't know if they've updated it or what. I would like to see a look at it again. Frostbite? Oh god. I think I got 20 hours into Frostbite and just rage quit. It was worse than this Escape from Mars. I couldn't move 2 feet without a drone crushing my rover. Or blowing me up with a missile, crashing into me. Got very frustrated. I do not have the Frostbite achievement. If I ever tried Frostbite again, I would record it and share it. I was kind of doing Escape from Mars as like a precursor to Frostbite. However, with the Contact update, I might take a break from scenarios and just... There's a custom world I created a while back with a bit of a rough start. Like barely anything, and I've been putting that off on hold. I would love to show it to you guys. The planet layout is just gorgeous. It's probably one of my favorite worlds I've created with the star system generator. It's a mod. I don't regret doing Escape from Mars. I just regret that I didn't do something to prepare me for it. I think I'm halfway through the episode and I've just been talking about future plans. I have been thinking about it a lot. I mean, in the course of me doing this series, 2 DLCs have come out. 2 of them. Yeah. Ammo! That one's tempting. No, actually no, it's not. I got hundreds of cases of ammo from the ground base I recently took out. I'm good on ammo. Where do I want the survival kit? Eventually I want it on the ship I'm building, to give me a respawn point when I'm in space. I also gotta figure out if those conveyors are still piped. Because I remember there used to be O2 gens there. I think that's how they were piped. So I'll have to check to see if those things are still working. They might be. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's another conveyor behind the container. There was some other block on that thing that I was after. What was it? Can't remember. I'll look at it in a second. I gotta get the scaffolding off the top of it anyways. Oops. Accidentally bonked my mic on my table. There's something making noise outside my window. Might be a squirrel. Squirrels. Alright. Let's find out what this block is, so I can see if this is piped or not. I'm surprised my turrets didn't shoot at that. Basic refinery. So depending on oh, I need to see what position that refinery's in, because it may not be facing in a direction that's conveyed to the cargo container. Wait, that's what that block was. Oh, that was the top of the that was the top / bottom of the that part below was actually the top of the refinery. This refinery's flipped upside down. So it's going back to front. Yeah, these side nacelles aren't even conveyed. Well, if they don't turn on when I build the ship, then I know why. You know what? I'm gonna get this thing ready to be built on. I also want to give it some power. Now I don't have, well, I have plenty of parts, but I don't have enough hydrogen thrusters to really whack on this thing anywhere. I think I have... Ooh, do I have thruster components? I know I have superconductors, but do I have thruster components? That's something I'm gonna have to look into. I know the other half of Explorer 4 has a bunch of ions on it, but I don't know if that survived the being shot down. Might be worth looking for it at some point. If it's intact. And why won't you place the way I want you? Fine, you're going on the thruster. Oh, I thought I grabbed all the parts I needed. Oh, my inventory might have been full. Now the ship can keep its battery charged. It was a rover, and I'm planning on turning it into a small... Oh, actually, if I could find a few more hydrogen thrusters, I could build a small large grid fighter and take on that airbase with long-range weapons. Don't have any long-range. I don't have any large grid railgun salvos though. Artillery, but nothing too big of a caliber for a large grid. I definitely have autocannon ammo though, because I have an autocannon on Watermelon. I'm gonna try out one of these square pistons. Just because I think it might look nice. And I could be getting the cargo from the large cargo container on the base. I don't know why I keep going to Watermelon. A lot of information is coming up on the build info. Most of it I do not understand. Terrain restrictions, default components, not targetable. Why is it not targetable? No clue. I'm gonna need a minimum range on this piston. I don't want to accidentally crush my ship. That would be another Darwin Award for me. Oh, I still have not remembered to update the death board. From the 2 deaths I got assaulting the ground base. Let me finish what I'm doing, is if I remember, I'll update the board. There's a lot more detail on this piston than the old ones. Ooh, that is like smooth steel. Like mirrored steel. Did I see that right? I need to see that again. Slowly. Oh, the texture on those pistons. Oh, it's amazing. Almost looks reflective as well. To see when the ship it locked. So minimum distance, I'll round it up to 5. That should give me plenty of clearance. To make sure I'm not going to block the solar tracker. That could be bad. very bad. Probably not much higher than that. Why is my computer on fire? The frame rate's just tanked. I heard something explode and then my frame rates just started tanking. Something must have run out of charge and just plummeted to the ground. The physics engine is not liking it. I may have to go into entity list and clean up what's lagging me out. At least I can get the scrap and stone off in the meantime. Wait, what? Oh, is Izzy's pulling it off? I bet that's what's happening. Alright. Let's do this differently. I'm gonna get a sorter in here. That way I can load stuff in and not be able to, and not have Izzy's take it back out. Hello, sudden sandstorm. No warning whatsoever, just came out of nowhere. At the very least, I'm at base this time.
Energy low.
There is that. I know where everything is positioned right now. There's plenty of lights around this place. Even if the sandstorm gets heavy, I should still be able to see roughly what I'm doing. Let me turn this off. I don't think it's gonna work without anything being set in it, but just to be cautious. Excusez-moi. Let's do whitelist. Wish they would add a search bar to this so I can just type it in what I'm looking for instead of having to scroll down this entire list. Fortunately, they both start with S, so they're in about the same field. There's one of them. Add to the whitelist. And now I just need stone. And add that to the whitelist. Then when I turn this on, I should be able to transfer them over and not have them be pulled back out by Izzy. Briefly solving Watermelon's weight issue. And opening up the way for more components. There's a lot of... Oh, I should probably go through the ammo I'm not going to need and break it down. So I can turn it into something more useful. I just thought of something. The way I have this set up, I can't move the ice from the station onto Watermelon. So I need to add another conveyor for the offloading of the station. Didn't think of that. I was trying to figure out why the ice wasn't going anywhere. Then I realized, oh yeah, conveyor is one way. Nothing else can pass through it. Still, this should bring Watermelon out of the red for capacity. Should. At least until I go and get ice with it. Or, counterpoint, I could steal the fuel out of the large hydrogen tank that's at this site. I believe it has a half full tank in it. And then just grind that down and open up more space. Episode's running a bit longer than the last one. Love this song. Oh, I don't like that.
It's upside down.
That just triggered my OCD. Only on games and at work, I get OCD. I just can't stand to see something messy or out of place. When I'm at home, things have their place. Well, things have multiple places, but I'm not too, I could resist it when I'm at home. Now my Warhammer stuff, that's got to be in an organized place. It's currently in 4 spots right now, mostly because I ran out of space on 2 of my shelves. I have Tyranids and Space Marines, and I have a. That's gonna be about it for this episode. See you next time, and I'll catch you later. And the ones I picked up were a Razorback and a Hammerfall Bunker. Anyways, bye! And I'll catch you next time, everyone.